Hey everyone, this is Ultra Runner. Welcome back to the channel. Today I just want to talk about what's going on with the SS86 line. And the reason I even thought about this is because, you guys know I've said this, I guess probably every video I talk about Transformers. I am an SS86 completionist, so I do have every release so far, and either I have it or it's on pre-order. My goal is to have those day one, and not necessarily day one like ordering it or like paying like high import fees, but I mean by as far as day one, I am pre-ordering those things as they come available. And the reason I even started thinking about this is, so I got this guy today. So I'm gonna tell you now, I love the look. So his waist is on camera a slightly different color than his chest and his legs. It's way worse on camera than it is in real life. I did have, or I guess in hand, but I had him under regular lighting, and this is definitely to the eye. I would say is less of a distinguishable purple than it is from everything else. But it is a different color. I did not transform him. I've seen a lot of the videos about this guy, so I don't plan on transforming him and scraping up that paint. He's going to be in a basic 8 stance. I'm not moving those flaps. I don't want mine to have any kind of paint damage on it. But I'll definitely tell you, I've never owned this Blitzwing mold. The only Blitzwing I've ever owned is the original G1 toy, and I love this. I love the way it looks. I actually transformed the turret with the turrets up because I like the long turret look. And I know, and if you get the Fans Toys version, you can get the version where the turret is at the back of his head, or it's actually the turret of the tank straight up. But this is the Hasbro version, so you don't have those flexibility. But I would definitely say I love the way this thing looks. He's not, to me, this mold, I know a lot of people said it needed some help. No real issues with gaps. Let me grab them right quick. No issues with gaps. He doesn't have any. I'd say even for the arms, things like that, I think they've done a great job of making this guy, of taking a mold that was already a good mold. Because the one thing everybody complains about is like, why does SS86 keep getting new molds when the Siege molds are really good? I actually like this mold. I'm not gonna really knock it at all. Is the jet mode great? No, the jet mode's pretty terrible. But it was already terrible. We already knew that. And I'd like to definitely get a better one at some point. But for the robot mode and for the tank mode, I'm all in on those because I really like it. It's definitely not like his brother here who has one mode that's great. Actually, I'd say the train mode is exceptional. The shuttle mode is okay, and we just won't talk about the robot mode. So I got him in today from CMD Story. And then I also got this guy in here. So I got the new cliff jumper. So he is this is the buzzworthy Bumblebee version. He's going to say my robot mode version, and this guy here is going to be my alt mode. I do like this penny racer version better. I mean, it's just to me way more accurate, and the robot mode isn't as great. And I don't think it's as good as this one. I mean, I think it's fine, but it's not like terrible. I think it's good enough, but I do like this cliff jumper better for all modes. So that you guys know, I do have, since they are doubling up on some of these, and I'll just do a quick panel on talking. I do have all the double ups they've done, like the cups, the hot rods, stuff like that. But what made me really think was, okay, so as far as what's on pre-order and what's been announced since San Diego, because everybody expected SDCC to really have the remaining of the SS86 line, and what actually ended up happening was we really got nothing that we already didn't know. So right now, on pre-order, I have Cyclonus. That's it. Yeah, so just Cyclonus. Which is kind of weird because, we know Cyclonus is coming, he's going to be, a lot of people have him in hand. I even looked on eBay to see if anybody was selling them on eBay yet. I don't think really anybody has this got the new one in hand, like readily where they can distribute it. So CMD store still had them as a pre-order for October. I've got mine pre-ordered through Big Bad Toy Store unless something changes, because I actually had Blisswing and Clip Jumper pre-ordered through Big Bad Toy Store, but when CMD had it, I was like, let me just get them from those guys. And they had it for, I want to say $10 more was the overall price for it. So, I mean, it really wasn't bad, $10 to go ahead and get them now. But that leaves, and of course, I've got Starscream coming. I actually just decided to pick one up from AliExpress. I mean, it is what it is. It sucks that we have to even go that route, but I didn't catch them early enough to get them from CMD store like I did the Insecticons and Prowl, which those are the Insecticons there. This is actually my first set of Insecticons since I was a kid. I didn't pick up any of the other ones, and of course this is the Clean Prowl, and then that's the Battle Damage one there. But so Starscream's on the way. A lot of people already have him in hand. Cyclonus is on pre-order, and that's it, guys. We have nothing else on pre-order right now from Hasbro for Studio Series 86. And I would definitely say this is the first time since I've started collecting this line that we haven't had multiple figures either teased, pre-order, or on the way. And I know everybody was expecting SVCC to be really where they showed the new Rodimus, but there's nothing about him at all. We haven't, the speculation was he was going to be a new mold. And then some people, there was like an interview with Evan, and he said they hadn't decided on it yet, or something of that nature, or maybe he'll be a retool. But there's still conflicting information on that. We haven't got anything truly official and an actual reveal of whether he's a new mold or an existing mold modified, even though that Kingdom mold is actually pretty good. It just would, take some re-engineering to get him great. We are still sitting on basically one character. Now, there's still a few more to come, because we know if you've seen the movie, which I know most of us who are probably watching this video have seen it multiple times. We got to get the cone heads. The cone heads are still missing, but we know we can pretty much say faithfully they're going to be on the new Seeker mold. So, and by the way, this is the DNA Designs head on a KO Optimus, Studio Series Optimus. But we're missing the cone heads, and then we're missing the unalive version of Wind Charger and Wheeljack, and really that's just about it. Maybe we'll get an Arbalest. Of course you have the Quintessons, and I guess the Alicons are coming out. That's probably forgot about those. They did announce those, but that pre-order's not live yet. So, but as far as like what's actually up to come out for SS86, it's pretty small. But I guess the thing is, that's cool, because that means we're rounding out. We're finishing out the line. Like a lot of cases in baseball terms, we're rounding third. We're almost done. So that's actually pretty exciting, the fact that for those of us who are collecting SS86 completely, you're almost done. And for those who are looking to do the SSG1 line, you can probably stop picking up stuff here, because this is going to end up being, probably redecoed for the SSG1 line. So, but yeah, so it's just one of those things where it just kind of hit me when I got this guy in. I was like, man, we really don't have any SS86 figures that are been announced or ready to come out yet. And it'd be great if I know we're supposed to be done with this line in 2027, but other than doing a bunch of redecos, I don't really see what else they're going to do with this. I think would be good for me, I would actually like to get the Dinobots. These SS86 ones done in one, redo Snarl where he's gold instead of that hideous yellow, so he matches the rest of the crew. You know, I like to have all those done in toy deco. You know, they just did it for the Missing Link. Do those in toy deco. I'd love to have that. I think that'd be super cool, which is why I actually decided not to get the Missing Link Dinobots, because I was like, I'd rather have the larger ones and have them done in toy deco, but it is what it is. But yeah, I guess we do have the new wheelie. They did announce the new wheelie, but he's not up for pre-order. So we do have that new wheelie, which is a retool and repaint of the toy version. But yeah, we're still missing one of the tapes. I think is it Eject? Or maybe it's Rewind. Rewind is the black one. But we're missing one of Blaster's tapes, you know. So there's not a whole lot though that we're like just dead set on needing to get. I know they did say they might tap into some of the storyboarded characters, but for the most part, we're almost at the end. So, and I think for a lot of people that's actually a great thing, because this is where you're going to stop. So the question is, what's next? Are you going to go to SSG 1? Are you going to do season 1, 2, and 3 when they drop those? Or is it going to be something where you start just picking out, cherry picking those that you want to get? Now this right here, of course, is the big thing in question, is what we're going to do about Unicron. I'm hoping they decide to do something. I mean, I've got the studio cell. I'd love to see one. I know they said they wanted to redo the HasLab, but I'd love to see one slightly bigger than the Titan. And granted, we all know the Titan size has started to shrink, and they mentioned that Metroplex would be bigger than the Titan, so it'd be great if we can get that too, get a new Unicron, because we're going to need Unicron to wrap this up, because you can't finish the SS86 line without having an official Unicron. And we all know the original Unicron HasLab was more for Cybertron trilogy. So yeah, so I just want to kind of talk to you guys about that. If you are collecting everything, or you're looking forward to being done, is there anything are you already done picking these up? What's your expectation for the remaining figures? If there are any re-releases you would like to want to get in this line, any repaints, any ones that are done that you'd like to see redone. Like for me, like I said, I'd love to see this guy not completely redone, but definitely done in gold paint. That's just, to me, this was like the most egregious release they did, and the fact that they did a re-release of him and he stayed the exact same, I thought that was kind of dumb. But anyway, so yeah, if there's anything I missed, of course, with the ones that have been announced, I think I caught them all. It's so funny just walking through the whole line and going, oh hey, yeah, there was, I forgot about the wheelie, and I forgot about the Alicons. But there's so much that we still have to get. So little we still have to get, it's almost kind of hard to remember what we need. But if I missed anything, let me know in the comments down below. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Thanks so much. Later.